Okay, so I want to show you, this is a shirt from last week, and it's got all the metallics and sparkles, and it's just an oversized men's shirt, but it's fun. And I think if you watched me, you'll see how easy it was last week. But I want you to know, most important thing about this week is for you to be creative. Have some time for you. If you're creative, you have time to feel happy inside and share that happiness with others. And when I walked around with this, everybody was saying, "Oh, I love that shirt." And how that makes you feel? It makes you feel good. So Relax and Paint is all about getting you to chill, and stress will kill you. I can tell you from proof, but from experience with 7 children, 29 grandbabies, things happen, and it can throw you for a loop. But on the other hand, we have beautiful opportunities to paint together, and I'm so thrilled you're here with my Relax and Paint. And I'm trying to grow to 100,000 people, and we are getting there. So you artists, thanks for joining me. And you want to be artists, I even love you more because you're watching and you might be inspired to like, share, and subscribe. Okay, so let's get painting. I'm going to do another shirt today, and I'm going to add some one-stroke strokes to it. Just besides, this was just all stencil, but it was so fun to use the different colors with it. So I hope you enjoy what we're doing today. I'm a black person, like lots of black, but I like lots of shine, and I'm going to even put some glitter in what we're doing today. So let's get started, and I'm going to go to the overhead camera so you can relax and watch and come back and paint with me later. Okay, so I told y'all to get 50-50 heavyweight shirts. This one is not quite 50-50 heavyweight. It's another really big shirt that you can make into a sleeping shirt or whatever. Like I could do that with this shirt that I'm wearing. All right, so this one happened to have a pocket, but that's what I'm working with today. So I'm going to figure out a way to make it creative. I told you I really like that you can just cut out these collars with scissors and slit the sleeve even. I do this little thing where I cut the sleeve, and you can cut it straight up here, a little slice, and tie a little knot. I've done that before. You can slit the front of it and tie a knot like all the shirts have these days, right down the middle at the bottom of the hem. So just have fun with it, all right? And it won't ravel. That's the good thing about it. So I'm going to pull this down. You put inside here, you put parchment paper or a piece of cardboard or something. I put Press-A-Seal last time, and I didn't tell y'all, but this doesn't even go through when you stencil it. But if you're adding heavy paint, it might go through your shirt. It won't on jeans and stuff, so you can do that. Now I want to have a different look. It might be different to you, but I like to wear a lot of black, and so this works with me with the gray. So I am going to start with a dry sponge, but I have some textile medium in here, and it's a little milky white. I've got I'm using the textile medium because I'm using multi-surface paint, but I wanted the medium gray, wicker white, and licorice, and all of this is available. You can order online on onestroke.com and get all your painting supplies. You can call our office at 352-394-7344, and that is the office number, okay, to place orders. Okay, my daughter and my husband are usually there. Miss Kathy, they're taking orders all the time. Okay, so I'm going to come in here, and I want this to start going over the back. So I've got the, look over here. This is from when I did metallic earlier. All right, so here's the band of the neck. So I'm going to start this wreath there, and I'm going to see if this color is going to show. So I usually make circles, but on this, I'm probably going to tap it, and then I'm going to lift and see. Oh, see, it's giving me that look. Now I can use metallics like you saw me do before, but I am going to come around here and add some white. All right, so you're going to get a light gray then, and you're not going to see it all. So I'm going to go back to the gray, see if that makes it better, a little bit better. All right, so let's get a little bit of licorice and just hit the tips. Let's look. There we go. Now this stencil is in stock and available, and I think you're really going to like it because it can be used for the holidays. You can put all kinds of different fun designs inside this wreath. Okay, so I am going to now turn the wreath a little bit so it continues around the neckline. Okay, I don't want it to be small. I want it to follow my neck line and not just make a circle. Does that make sense? I'm holding this down though, so that as I'm going to come in here with some white and go back to the light gray, and I'm going to put some roses around here too, so I think you're going to like it. So I'm just going to move it now so it goes all the way up over here. All right, I wish I didn't put that shiny on there now because it's taken away from it. There you go. So I was worried about the pocket, but it misses the pocket totally. So I could put a little rose or something on the pocket to make it more feminine, being a men's shirt, right? So see, you noticed I picked up a little bit of white. I'm going to go right off the edge. Now, when I'm all done, I'm going to turn this over and do the back also. But I'm not going to do that right now. I came up a little bit high there, but it's okay. I can come here and put a sprig of leaves to bring it down. See? It's very easy. Also, what you're going to love is this has sprigs of leaves right there. So what I did do is I like to come in here and add a few more sprigs here and there to extend it. Now, one little trick I want you to know that you would do is you can let this dry and flip it over, but you don't want to flip it over while it's wet. And so you could have these leaves coming different directions, okay? All right, so I'm gonna put some out here. This just extends the wreath, all right? Can you see how it extends it a little bit? And I can kind of leave it there for now because you get the idea. You just come and you can make it bigger and bigger and bigger if you want to. But I am going to put a little sprig down here because I'm going to paint a rose right above that little sprig. See that on the pocket? I'll just paint a little rose there and I'll match everything else, all right, and tie it in. So how fun was that? Very simple. You're going to use this dauber. These we have in a bag for multiples in a bag for like 5 of them or something for like $6.99. So it's a great tool and I use it a lot. If you haven't watched before, I use it to make sun and a moon. And I put one color, put a little white on the edge, twist it. And then when I do it, it's perfect. I tell them to hand it to your neighbor and they can do theirs too. I use it for the eyes of an owl. I use it for all kinds of eyes, like a big Santa eyes, because there's different size, and then even the pupils. So these are fun. You can use a regular stencil brush or a sponge, but I'm into my sponges. They work good for me. All right, so I'm going to put this in water, push it down in water so it doesn't go bad on me by drying up before I clean it. All right, so I hope you're having a good time with me. I like to go slower on Relax and Paint, but the stenciling part is a fast thing that you can do. But wasn't that kind of fun? Did you know you could do that? Well, I am going to still pick up with 3/4 flat brush and using a fabric brush is really helpful, a stiffer brush. So let's do that instead of the regular brush. All right, now stiffer brushes for fabric, soft brushes for glass, and everyday brushes will work on everything. It just makes it easier. All right, so I want you to see that. Let's come in here, and I picked up the medium gray, and let's come right here. Now let me show you what you have to do. All right, these should be pre-washed. my paint stays on if you are painting and this paint gets on your clothes, it really doesn't wash out. So unless you scrub it out with water really quick. So what I found is if I just take this and turn it inside outwards and put it in the dryer, it will heat set and meld the paint into each other. Okay, so I can go into my medium. All right, and it's running all over the place now. And so if you put it in my double loader, it'll keep it from doing that. Now I like to figure out that I'm going to have one coming down right here. That's where my rosebuds are going to be, and then one up here. So I start with these three maybe. Okay. And it doesn't matter what's underneath. I just decide where I want to place it. Now this is how I do it. Where's that medium's out here? I'm going to pick up the gray and I'm going to side stroke back and forth. See, I had all gray on the brush, and now I'm going to come here. I want you to see really good that I'm picking up white. All right, so now watch what happens. I'm going to get all the way over here so that I'm not in front of you, so you can still see it. I'm going to smoothly go over that wet base coat, because then this feels like butter when I'm going on top of it. So look, I went up and over, then I'm going to go little choppy short strokes there. Come here and do a couple of strokes there. So I want you to see that really good. So I just went stroke, stroke, stroke. Now by now, I need to go get more white. See, I side stroke. I didn't need gray. I just need fresh white. Now look, I'm going to take and bring some white around. So isn't that a cute little rose? And I love that it's got the gray and black look. Let's do this one here. So watch this. Up and over. Okay. Then I'm going to come right here and make a U. More paint. I went and stroked more paint. Okay. Now watch what happens when I'm laying this way. I was laying the brush flat. This way I'm going to lay it out. Lay it out. Are you breathing? Take a deep breath and cleanse your lungs. A deep breath. And hopefully you're relaxing, having a hot drink or a cold drink, and just sit here, relax as we're painting. Now, and I hope that this inspires you to get a paintbrush. Our sets of brushes are very inexpensive. I do have pro brushes that are like, I don't think very expensive. They're like $40, $39.95 for a set. But what I'd like to show you is that you can pick up a $16 set of brushes and just be painting like crazy, as long as you take care of your brushes. Okay, so you don't want any paint to dry right here in your brush. So if it starts getting dark in here, usually in my lighter nylon, golden nylon, you'll see that paint starts drying in there, and that's going to ruin your chisel. And we're going to do all of our strokes on chisel. I was going to face this totally down, but I think I'm going to face it at an angle instead of going down. If I went down, it would be hanging out of the wreath. But let's do this. Okay, I want you to continue to see. I'm going to go back over here, and I can go in the medium every once in a while and then grab the white. The medium's just going to make it stay in the fabric better, because I'm using multi-surface and we don't want it like really hard. Okay. Now, if I was on a black shirt, I would make all of this metallic silver. Wouldn't that be fun? All right, so touch, lay the white out, and then come across. Touch, lay the white, and come across. All right. Let's get a little closer. So you're going to come right here, lay the white, and lift the gray. And then I'm going to slip another one here, lay the white and slide up under there. So you can just keep doing that for a little bit to get this nice look in here. All right, so then I'm going to pick up the paint again. All right, I also want you to see that I can do these short little strokes. I'll pick up a little bit more licorice. All right, so stroke, 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 stroke. Now, I usually I put my brush down, wiggle, 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 wiggle. Now you can do that only because there's a lot of paint on there, but usually you can't do that. So this is what I do. I go stroke, stroke. It's like pushing it down, and then stand up. So that makes it easy on fabric. All right, to get this cool looking leaf. And then I'm going to pick up and pull a stem in. And you only go about 2/3 into that leaf. Okay, so I'm going to come right in here. Okay, I needed more medium, so now watch. Okay, so I'm going to come right in here. Still have to get some of the dark with the medium, so it does this. Okay, and then you pull a stem in there. All right, now I've got one more rose, and then I'm going to go to a little another size brush. All right, so I'm going to put this right down here. It's already got some leaves in there. Medium, and then the white. Okay, I'd like you to come really close so you see what I'm doing. I went up. I need to know if you like what I'm teaching you, what you really would love for me to teach you. Okay. All right, so a little bit more. Just do little chisel edge strokes. They're sliding little strokes, and have that white in there. It makes it really nice. Okay, so I'm going to come right up here. I think we need one more leaf here. So I'm picking up medium. See the white medium? Then I'm going to pick up some little bit of black, gray, and white. Okay, so look. Stroke, stroke, stroke. All right. Now, after I get through with this, I can come back and do a stronger white on the edge of this, but look how that turns out. It looks fine. All right, so see how that's looking? I promise you, I'm still going to put some glitter in here. So what I would love to do is see all of you guys. We usually have a couple thousand right away watch. I wish that you guys would paint a shirt and put it on the One Stroke Donna Dewberry's official One Stroke group. Come join me. Come join us. We have amazing artists, and they're just like you and I, and they share from all over the world. How fun is that? Okay, so one fun way to do, let's see, is to take an angle brush. And my brushes are made perfect to do my technique. I have my designer brushes that are the best quality brushes I have. And then I have other green brushes that I use every day. So either way, you're gonna have a good brush to work with, okay? Now, I can do a couple of things. I can take all licorice and I can come in here with this angle brush. Let me show you. I can come in with the angle brush, sit the point down, push it, and stand up. Okay, now look what happens. I'm just laying this brush down. Okay, see how that makes a nice little line on fabric? I can also come in here because I already have the stencil behind. It's kind of nice to see a couple little strokes. Now watch this again. I'm touching the toe. This point is a toe. This is the heel. I'm touching here, pushing down and standing up. Now you can't see that, so I got to do it again. Push and stand up. Push and stand up. I can darken that over here. And I might want to darken one of these a little bit more than it is. All right. So I can also come over here and add just a couple more in here. But what happens with this angle brush is it gets you a perfect little leaf, pointed leaf. See that? Because when you stand up, it makes a point. All right? Because that point right there, you stand it all the way up and pull it to a tip. Is that looking pretty? Okay, we're going to come right over here and do one. I keep going to get more black every stroke. All right, it's licorice. All right. And I'm going to kind of do the same thing over here. I can do 1, 2. Isn't that kind of fun? 3. I might do a couple more here. Okay. So I'm not done yet. Now I'm going to take Fantasy Glitter Fabric Creations Fantasy Glitter. Now, what this will do when this is all dry, you're going to put this glitter wherever you want it. And I like sparkles, so it's up to you. Okay. And this is all ready to go on. Now, you need to let it totally dry, but because of time, I'm not going to do that. All right, so I'm going to pick out one of my specialty brushes, which is a scruffy brush, which does come in my 10-piece value pack. All right, so I'm going to come in here, and what happens with this glitter is that you're going to take a rag, like a dish towel, a thin dish towel or tea towel, and lay it on top of this and press it down so it melds the glitter into the fabric. All right, so I want you to see that this is going to do multiple iridescent sparkles all over. I like to come in the very middle of the rose, right in here, and put sparkle just in the middle. All right, and then I'm pouncing. Watch me. I grab this and I'm just pouncing it in. And you can also be doing just what I'm doing, is wearing my art, having people say, oh my gosh, where'd you get that? And you can say, I did it myself. Or they'll say, did you paint that? Wouldn't it be fun to say yes? You can do this and be proud of your little fun t-shirt. Or I get dress shirts. If I want to paint, have a painting smock, I go to Goodwill and pick up a men's shirt, short sleeve men's shirt or long sleeve. All right, can y'all see the glitter? Now it really sparkles when it's all dry. So one of the things you can do is take a deep breath, relax and go, I can do that. I'm sorry, that is so loud, but I wanted you to come in here and see what it does. Look at all that sparkle. Now, when that dries, you're going to see not the wetness. You're going to see the sparkle and just the leaves that I had on there originally when I stenciled. So is that fun? So as it dries, it's going to get prettier and prettier. I can take my script liner, or I can take my Identi pen, which I use a lot, okay? And I'd sign with this. I can come over and sign my piece. I just grabbed one, so I don't know if this one is old or not. I should have checked it before I got on. This is a permanent marker. Okay, I can put my name on it. I can also come in here and do curls. Oops, I didn't do it in front of you. All right, so I have a technique called pen design, and I pen design all kinds of patterns on shirts, and then I fill them in like a color book, and when you're all done, it looks like watercolor, really pretty designs, and I'll have to show you that sometimes, but I have done that on one of my other films here on my channel, so check it out. So see how I put out a little bit? I like it to be more scripty over here, but this tip's kind of worn out. So I'm gonna start cutting around and taking my color off there, and or go ahead and even if you stencil a few sprigs over the shoulder, it'll just give such pizzazz. So there we are. I'm getting more and more sparkles. Look, the more it dries, the more sparkle you're gonna get. Have fun and show us what you accomplish. All right, thank you so much. I'll see you next time. Please like, share, and subscribe. Bye-bye.